exactly does the stock market work?
Stock market is a proxy system that was developed. It was contrived out of the original foundation, which were a board of directors for a company. So a bunch of people each have $1 million. They get together, they invest, say 10 of them, $10 million into a company, and then they get dividends, right? That was made basic sense, years ago. But someone said, you know what? I want to sell this stock, and this guy's going to buy it from me for a little bit more. I'm going to make money off of that. And then suddenly the exchange system began. And slowly but surely, the idea of selling artificial shares of nothing, effectively, became a means of making money. I call it drone warfare economics. It's just like people that drive drones, they don't see any kind of humanity as they drop bombs across the world. The people that trade the stock market have no idea what they're doing when they're shorting, say, the currency of some small country, effectively contributing to that country's decline. But back to your question, it started off as an innocuous kind of investment strategy, and then it moved into this thing where you have people artificially trading things for no other purpose. 83% of all stocks are owned by 1% of the population. It is one giant money-making machine for the elite. And the financialization of it all, because financial services have become so large, and the money, only 5% of U.S. population is in financial services, yet 30% of all GDP is taken by that. And that doesn't even account for all the growth over the years that is attributed, that we know, to the upper 1%, upper 10%. So this is one of the most powerful political centers now simultaneously, and it's truly despotic that you have effectively the most powerful and profitable system on the planet now, one that creates nothing. It's there to simply make money out of money. So it's a cancerous disease. It's what happens in financially mature nations that have pretty much run out of the angling required to keep as maximizing profits in a given industry. So instead, they move to financialization, and it moves in all sorts of other despotic things like dead peasants insurance. These are companies like Walmart that would take out insurance on their employees and get paid when they die, things like that. So it's just this commodification of everything, put a dollar sign on it, no relationship to anything anymore, abstraction become reality once again.
And high-frequency trading is almost just done with computer algorithms.
When I was in trading, it was the start of artificial intelligence, and the traders around me were like, oh, man, it's over. Once Goldman Sachs gets their supercomputers together, most of these companies, when they trade, it's just a little detail some will find interesting, the amount of time they're in a trade is pretty much seconds, because they're fronting other orders, because that's what these companies can do. In other words, they're trading tiny little spreads of pennies, but with heavy amounts of shares in front of other orders. And then they use computers to do this, and then they can generate literally millions of dollars off of fractions of time spent in and out of the market on a giant microprocessing level. Anyone that thinks today, especially, that Wall Street isn't rigged needs to wake up, because there's no way artificial intelligence isn't dominating. It's pretty much all the big investment banks with their artificial intelligence versus other people's artificial intelligence at this point. There's no rhyme or reason to it when it comes to human perception. So in effect, you have this giant money-making machine that the public has been roped into, such as their retirement, and all the things, the IRAs that for some reason are now connected to the market. The market is inflationary driven, which gives it its artificial sense of progress, meaning the more money that we pump into our society, the more it goes into the market, the more it keeps rising. So yeah, if you put in your retirement into the stock market, it will probably rise. It'll crash periodically, and then people will make a fortune off of that too. So anyway, the whole society has been coerced into this nonsensical participation that effectively holds up the most giant and powerful political subclass, the financial sector. And if anyone wanted to see another level of sanity emerge on this planet in a step-by-step process rather than complete structural change, I suggest the abolishment of Wall Street. There's nothing positive about what this institution does. And those that say that it's there to help investment, you can invest in anything with direct money without the need to go IPO. The $700 billion float of Apple has nothing to do with what it actually produces at all. It's just what the people are trading and buying and moving the stock around. It's just the game. And it's too bad that people are so ignorant about that. It's a siphoning machine that is taking basically money from the lower class and bringing it to the upper class through different mechanisms.